Hello traders, I want to welcome you to my analysis. Today is 5th of March, 2025. My name is Rotimi Olawale. I'm your Forex trader and mentor, a financial market analyst. And in this video, I want to bring you the analysis on different currency pairs that have been moving in the market today. So let's get started. So the first currency pair I'm going to be looking at is the GBP AUD. Now, generally, there is weakness around the pound, and this weakness is going to affect a lot of the pound pairs. And that's why I'm looking at 3 pound based instrument today. I'm looking at the GBP AUD, the GBP CAD, and the GBP New Zealand. But I'll start with the GBP AUD. Now on the screen, you can see the GBP AUD on the daily time frame. And the candle that closed yesterday closed as a rejection candle right over there on the daily time frame. Now, if we zoom, then we can draw a trend line through this region, and that shows us that price is bouncing off this trend line, and that is expected to lead to a bearish movement on the GBP AUD. Further, we can equally draw a trend line at the lower part here, which gives us a view of a rising wedge pattern. So price has done a series of higher highs and higher lows within this rising wedge pattern, and the next wave of price is actually the downward bearish movement. So technically, we're looking for an opportunity to sell the GBP AUD in the course of today. Now we can zoom a step further by going to a lower time frame like 1 hour, and we can anticipate the possibility of a head and shoulder pattern, which would trigger the bearish movement eventually on this instrument. But however it goes, I hold a bearish outlook on the GBP AUD for today. And if we still look a step further also on the weekly time frame, this is the weekly, we can also still see that we have a resistance zone up there, and the tip of the candle is touching that resistance zone. All these are indicative of a confluence that would drive price downwards. Now, if we want to take a look at the profit potential of this instrument, let's take a close look. Price, in the course of the bearish breakout, price might likely hit this resistance term support zone. And if it breaks that level, it equally still have another support zone right here. All right, so we anticipate price to drop in this resistance support zone. So resistance on support. My reverse from there with my break further. It all depends, but our focus for now is actually just the bearish movement on price. That is the focus. Price is expected to target that resistance turned support zone. And if we look at the candle that closed yesterday, look at the low of that candle that anticipates an entry around that region, then we should be looking at the possibility. Also, in addition with the Fibonacci tool, we should be looking at the possibility of price dropping to the tune of about 300 pips. 300 pips we anticipate to drop on this instrument. So we're bearish on the GBP AUD. And next we'll look at is the GBP CAD. And GBP CAD also closed as a rejection candle on the daily time frame, exactly kind of setup we saw on the GBP AUD. And if we zoom further and go to the weekly time frame, can also clearly see that there is a rising wedge pattern also on the GBP CAD, just like we saw on the GBP AUD. So that's a rising wedge pattern, and price has bounced within that pattern, and we expect a possible bearish movement. Trying to see if we have a confluence. Yes, there is a confluence on the monthly time frame. Price is touching the trend line multiple times, indicating the next wave of movement will be a bearish one. So technically, we are holding a bearish outlook, but let's still drop down to the weekly and the daily Okay, so it's close by right here. So right from the weekly to the daily, and you can see for the rising wedge, price has done a series of higher highs and higher lows. Now the next wave here also is a bearish movement of GBP card. And just like the GBP AUD, there is actually a resistance stone support here also, which price might have to target first of all before a further support level here, which is now acting as a confluence with the trend line. So if we look at the Fibonacci tool again, just like we did for the GBP AUD, we will be anticipating a drop in price here to the tune of about 272 pips, just say roughly 270 pips expected bearish movement on the GBP card. And thirdly, we have the GBP New Zealand, which equally closed as a rejection candle on the daily time frame. Now, this is giving us an overall weakness, across the pound pairs. We've seen the same setup 3 times on different pound instruments. This is really giving us a view of the weakness on the pound. And we have a rising wedge pattern. So the next wave of movement is equally a bearish one, just like the others. So let's go to the higher time frame and see if there's still anything to look at. Nothing else potentially here. So generally, we are bearish on the GBP New Zealand. We anticipate a bearish breakout in the course of the day. All right, so that's it on the pound pairs. The next instrument I want to look at is the US oil. Now, for the US oil, also price closed as a rejection candle yesterday on the daily time frame. And if we zoom, if we use our rectangle tool, you can clearly see that rejection candle is formed at the support zone. That tells us to anticipate a bullish breakout on the US oil. And coming down to 1 hour time frame, you can clearly see the formation of an inverse head and shoulder, which is expected to lead to a bullish breakout. However, we need to wait for price to break above the neckline region of head and shoulder pattern, which is this region here. So once the new candle breaks above that level, we can clearly trigger a buy on the US oil. And price is expected to target this resistance level up there. And we can speculate price to move in the range of about 200 pips, on the US oil. So we're bullish on the US oil. And finally, we're looking at the NAS 100. Now, NAS 100 also closed as a rejection candle on the daily time frame. Closed as a rejection candle on the daily time frame. And equally at a support zone, just like what we saw on the US oil. So this is it. And just like the US oil, we go down to 1 hour time frame, and we can see an inverse head and shoulder, which is expected to trigger, price is expected to trigger into the bullish direction. Now that also is anticipated to take place after price breaks above the neckline region into the bullish direction. And price is equally for profit taking, price to target this key level, this support tone resistance level on the NAS 100. All right, that will be all from my end from this concerning this analysis. So if you've been watching this video, you enjoy what you're seeing, it's been educative and informative, go ahead and click on the like button, like this video, share this video, and share it to other networks, and drop a comment in the comment section. And most importantly, subscribe to this channel so that you can receive videos like this from me. And if this looks a bit complex to you, you want to learn how to trade like this, you're a newbie or intermediate trader, I can mentor you to do that. Just look around somewhere around the link to this, somewhere around the comment section of this video. You will see the link to my mentorship program there. Just click on it and go straight and reach out to me for one-on-one mentorship. All right, I'll see you in the next video. Take care and bye for now.